Here's a short demo of the platform I use with my student entrepreneurs to utilize AI mentors and entrepreneurship educators. The platform's called StratNav app. What I'm going to do here is I'll use an example of a bike store, something generic like that, and I'll create a lean canvas or parts of the lean canvas using the AI and the platform. So the first part is I'm asked what sort of strategy am I developing, because this platform is a strategy development tool for businesses. So I'm in the startup arena. I'm developing and executing a strategy for my bike store startup. So name of the organization, let's call it Bike Store Startup. Don't have a URL at the moment, so it's given me a strategy name for it. So straight away, I have now a strategy board for my bike store. And this strategy board is comprised of the business models around the strategy, leading to the direction that we want to take, mission statements, vision statements, planning initiatives, and then the results and tracking through. And it's an iterative process. But very simply, for startups, what we can do is start with the business model. So let us start with, let's start with a lean canvas. Much first starting with a lean canvas. And what I have here is an AI called, in this case, it's Stratbot. I believe it's linked to ChatGPT, the latest version of that, and it'll query my startup. So I can put in here, I can ask Stratbot to start creating my lean canvas with me. So bike store startup, and it's asking for a description. So I'm saying bike store startup. I'm an entrepreneur who wants to open a bike store in a local area. My customers will include commuter cyclists, leisure, tourists, and eco-conscious consumers. And I'm building a lean canvas and would like some help filling in the various elements. So let's get my AI working and start thinking about it. Now we're starting from scratch here, but as we build up each section, we can start to use the AI to fill things in. So immediately, from what the information I've given it here is it's come up with some possible problems that I may have. Limited access to quality bikes, lack of comprehensive bike services, insufficient knowledge and guidance, etc., etc. So it started to fill in the problem part of my lean canvas. And I can add other to there. I can go in and I can change it. This is a very interactive tool, so I can go in here, click in. It's already filled in the description. Limited access. Many local consumers struggle to find high-end bikes. So it's already given a description I can change. And I can add notes here. And all of this can be shared, by the way, with mentors, with co-founders, and with entrepreneurship educators. But let's say it's important to me, this is my problem, but who are my customer segments here? So click in the customer segments part of it. It already knows the problem that I've outlined, and if I add to them, it'll take that into account with the customer segments. But here I'll go away and ask my Stratbot, my generative AI now, to start thinking about the customer segments. Actually, it's filled in, first of all, existing alternatives. I think there's an actual route to it actually goes about this. And I can play with that, ask the Stratbot the next thing. It'll come into whatever it thinks is the next segment. My solution: high quality bike sales, comprehensive bike rentals. So what we're doing here is developing the canvas bit by bit. Using the AI, we can change this. The AI will take into account everything that's happening in all the different segments. And in true video fashion, I'll show you one I prepared earlier, where I just basically asked the AI to go through and create it from scratch on each section. And what I have here, if I go through to my example here, I have a fully filled out one with all the different elements. And what you will see here with this is, as well as filling out the business model canvas and all the sections on that, I can click over the lean canvas. I can click into the business model canvas, and it will also help me fill in all of parts of those. I can look into the customer segments, and it's filling in my customer proposition, my value, my customer proposition map here, all the jobs to be done, etc., etc. So this is one way that I can use AI platforms and technology to build my uh, my startup. Again, all of this can be done with vision statements, mission statements. So I can fill in here my mission and my vision, and it'll take that into account within the different elements of the strategy board. What I'd finally like to be able to show you in these tools is it's not just AI who is the assistant here. What we can do, because they're all interactive, is we can work with mentors, with other people to help set initiatives, start planning, all of this, and eventually produce results. So there's a results section. Actually, what I'll show you is a simple report that can come out of this. So let me show you a simple report based on the canvases that we've set up, the key partners. So it'll go right the way through to all the parts, the value propositions, the revenue structure, the SWOT analysis, as this all goes through, planning, costs, timelines, and of course a financial projection based on costs of the first year. So what we have here now is a strategy board that can be used for the startup, but they can use AI as an assistant. So that's a demonstration of AI-driven entrepreneurship.